Sean Strickland take it on DDP. Final predictions. If Sean Strickland can, then I believe Sean Strickland will keep the belt. Now, on the flip side, we have DDP, the South African. If he goes out there, I think we can see a brand new champion. Who do I think is going to win between DDP versus Sean Strickland? My gut is telling me I'm gonna go with... What's going on, boys? Welcome back to the channel, and it is final predictions. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have Sean Strickland take it on DDP. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've broken down both of these fights, and I want to give you my thoughts and what my gut is telling me. So, ladies and gentlemen, with Sean Strickland, the middleweight champion of the world, he beat Israel Adesanya to become the champion, which I had Izzy winning that fight because I think Izzy's more explosive, more athletic than Sean Strickland. But Sean Strickland has developed a style in mixed martial arts where he comes forward and he gets in this Philly shell when he goes like this. Now, in mixed martial arts, if a boxer was to come to MMA and implement that same game plan, somebody would tear their legs up, they would grapple him, they would absolutely destroy the boxer. But somehow, Sean Strickland has been able to take a boxing approach to a very high level in mixed martial arts, actually a world championship level in mixed martial arts. Now, on the flip side, we have DDP, the South African. He has an interesting way about going about his fights too. He will come to the edge of the void, get a high guard, either switch to southpaw, throw a lead hook, or switch to southpaw and engage in his attack. And he also can engage in his attack in orthodox. But the biggest thing I see from DDP is that he always comes to the edge of the distance, measures, and then goes. He never just walks towards the void and then keep continuing to come across the void. He stops in front of the void, which is not a very good thing against Sean Strickland, because once you come to the edge of the void, Sean Strickland's going to throw out that He's going to throw out that jab and start getting his combinations going. Now, here's the kicker. If you look at all Sean Strickland's fights, it's only boxing. He only sticks to boxing. You look at the fight when he fought Jared, it was boxing. You look even the videos that he beats people up, like the internet trolls, he's just boxing. I think Sean Strickland cannot get away from the boxing. I don't think we will see him go away from the box because he's developed a style so damn good with his forward pressure, the Philly shell style, and also being relaxed on the pressure. We will not see him get away from that. Now, here is the biggest thing. Is DDP going to go out there and be dynamic? Is he going to force the grappling exchange? Is he going to force the clinch exchange? If he tries to stand and bang with Sean Strickland, it's going to be a very long night. If he goes out there, cross the void, switch to southpaw, be dynamic, throw different shots at him, I think we can see a brand new champion in the South African champion. Now, let's take a look at PrizePicks because they just came out with their projections, and I love PrizePicks. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to try PrizePicks, all you got to do is go to your phone, whether it's Android or iPhone, go to the App Store, download PrizePicks, and when you do that, make sure you use my code MIGHTY. They will match up to $100 of your deposit. Now, when we go to PrizePicks, at the time of filming this, which it just came out today, they got Sean Strickland at 72.5 significant strikes landed in a 5-round fight. Now, for me, it's the biggest, it's the very beginning of the year of a pay-per-view. People are fired up, the athletes are fired up. I think we're gonna see a stoppage. I think we're gonna see stoppage on both. We can see stoppage on the Sean Strickland side or DDP side. So I'm going with 72.5 strikes. I'm going less. I don't think he is going to land 72.5 strikes. Even if we go back and look at his previous strike count, I think it's Jared, he landed 138. I think with Izzy, he landed, I think it was 90 something. But DDP doesn't back up, he goes forward. So I think DDP is going to mix up the fight. So that's why I like less on that. Or if you're not comfortable with less or more, you can go to Fight Time, and with the Fight Time, they have Sean Strickland at 12.5 minutes. We like more on that, just because Sean Strickland isn't really a person who goes out there and hits people with the one-hitter quitter, and DDP kind of takes a little bit of while getting his juices going. But the lines are out. We're loving them. The biggest one I love is the Sean Strickland less 72.5. I think someone's gonna get finished either in the second or third round, and DDP doesn't really get hit. In his last 3 fights, he got hit 36, 38, and I think it's 39. So we went less with that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a fun way to look at the fights, to make some picks. And as long as you make the right picks at PrizePicks, You cannot go wrong, ladies and gentlemen. And make sure you check your to see if it's available in your states. I'm in Washington State. It's not available, but MightyCast is shot out of, or produced out of, Arizona, which it is eligible. So ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go to PrizePicks, use my promo code MIGHTY to get your bonus of $100 when you deposit. They'll match it. Okay, now, who do I think is going to win between DDP versus Sean Strickland? My gut is telling me I'm gonna go with DDP. I think DDP has seen Sean Strickland in all his fights. And when I looked at all his fights against Alex Pereira, Izzy Adesanya, the Jared fight, even his sparring matches, even when he beats up the internet trolls, it's the same image. I can take Sean Strickland, put him in front of Izzy, same guy. I could take him, put him in front of Alex, same guy. The internet troll, same guy. And I feel the same guy that's been in all those is going to show up against DDP. And I think we haven't really seen DDP's game. He fought Robert Whitaker. He finished him. The biggest thing that I see in DDP is his clunkiness when he goes to, he's very like, almost like he's a drunk stance. It's not very fluid and crisp and sharp, where Sean Strickland, his strikes are sharp. His jab is sharp. Now, if Sean Strickland, here's the other side of the sword. If Sean Strickland can implement the Philly shell style, if he can cross the distance and force and put a lot of pressure on DDP, then I believe Sean Strickland will keep the belt around his waist and they will not have a very first South African champion. And the biggest thing when it comes to this fight is that question mark behind DDP. How does DDP handle the pressure? How does he handle the big stage against a formidable athlete or opponent like Sean Strickland? They already fought once. And you know, DDP wasn't too worried about what happened. So it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. And ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys come back for my live reaction. But I think it's an absolutely great fight. I think either one of these guys can win, but my gut's telling me DDP is going to get it done. I just feel he's more dynamic. Not saying Sean Strickland isn't dynamic. I feel that DDP has displayed more dynamic of his game, and for me, I like an athlete who's more dynamic, and I also like an athlete who can impose his will in a certain style. But eventually people are going to watch enough tape and see, okay, it's a boxing match. Like when I watched his fight against Jared and all his other fights, I was like, it's a boxing match. I was like, if I was to fight Sean Strickland, I would put him in the clinch, I would wrestle him, I would grapple him, I would just force these exchanges. That way it doesn't keep him comfortable in that Philly shell style. The longer Strickland can stay in the Philly shell style, the more it's going to pay off for him. But if DDP can go out there and disrupt that rhythm, clinch, grapple, wrestle, clinch, kickbox, Muay Thai, you disrupt the Philly style, and that's how I think DDP is going to get done. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to the channel and you like this final breakdown, the final predictions before this big fight, please hit the bell, subscribe, also leave a comment because I want to know what you guys think is going to happen. I already checked the comments for when I released Sean Strickland versus Jared fight. I see a lot of you guys going back and forth who you think is going to win, who's going to lose, and I love to interact with you guys. And if you want to get some more skin in the game, make sure you go to PrizePicks, download it, use my code MIGHTY. Okay, you guys call me Coach Mighty. That's my pick. I'm going less, 72.5 strikes. And I believe the fight is going to go longer than 12.5 minutes. So you either go more on fight time or you go less and 7 minute strikes. Boys, we're out. We'll see you guys in a live reaction. Cheer! Well, damn! Cheer!